Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to yet another interesting edition of Sports Review on Kiraa Sports TV, your number one TV station that keeps you updated on all the trending stories regarding sports. Please, like I always say, make sure you subscribe to this particular YouTube channel and also click on the notification bell. So once we drop videos, you get updated on all the videos that we will be dropping. It is very, very crucial and also very, very important. Later on, games that are scheduled to be happening for the weekend. Let me quickly run through that for you. Starting from the English Premier League, these games will be happening exactly 12:30 p.m. Nigerian time. Aston Villa win up against Newcastle United. And also, other games that will be happening is 3 p.m. Nigerian time. Brighton and Hove Albion will be taking on Fulham. Sunderland will be taking on West Ham United. Tottenham Hotspur win up against the newly promoted side at Burnley. And exactly 5:30 p.m. Nigerian time is when Wolverhampton Wanderers will be taking on Manchester City for the French League. On games that are scheduled to be happening, 4 p.m. Nigerian time is when Lyon will be taking on Lens. And also exactly 6 p.m. Nigerian time, La Monaco will win up against Las Herves. And also 8 p.m. Nigerian time is when Nice will be taking on Toulouse for those particular. For the Spanish La Liga, games that are scheduled to be happening Saturday. Mallorca will be taking on Barcelona at exactly 6:30 p.m. Nigerian time. Alaves will be taking on Levante, 8:30 p.m. Nigerian time. Same time, also Valencia will be going up against Real Sociedad. Chan African Nation Championship continues. Burkina Faso will be going up against Madagascar, 6 p.m. Nigerian time. Same time, also Central African Republic will be taking on Tanzania for that particular time. Or rather, and away from that particular one, for games that are scheduled to be happening on Sunday. For the English Premier League side, we see Arsenal weighing up against Manchester United at exactly 4:30 p.m. Nigerian time. 2 p.m. Nigerian time is when this Tuesday's game will be happening. Chelsea taking on Crystal Palace. And also Nottingham Forest weighing up against Brentford for those particular games that are scheduled to be happening. Rather than, ladies and gentlemen, let's move away from that. Take a look at another story popping up right now for you. A story regarding what? Story regarding Victor James Osimhen. Let me confirm to you that this is coming. It said Victor was actually top scorer. Galatasaray striker Icardi says playing with Victor will be what will be fun. Let me confirm that the former Inter Milan striker Mauro Icardi has expressed his excitement at the prospect of playing alongside Victor Osimhen more frequently this particular season after they do limited time together on the pitch that was last year. Osimhen, who started on loan at the Yellow Reds last season, before making his move permanent this particular summer. Formed an impressive partnership with Icardi until the Argentine striker suffered a second-ending injury. Speaking ahead of the clash against Fate Karamokro, that was on Friday. Icardi recalled how only a handful of matches saw him the Nigerian striker featured together. Unfortunately, last year there was only a few matches where we were together on the pitch. But this time around, we hope to have a very interesting season together. Alright, moving away from that particular story, taking a look at the story popping up right, ladies and gents. Let me confirm to you that I don't want to have for you a story regarding the Premier League. In the Premier League, they don't know him. Napoli and West Ham United great attack superstar. Okay, let's take a look at that. This is more or less like a banter here. Okay, but before we do that, please, it's very, very essential for you guys. Go to the comment section. The game that will be happening on Sunday. It is very essential. Please, let's know your own prediction. The game between Arsenal and also Manchester United. Who do you think will be winning this particular game? Drop a prediction at the comment section, and I can assure you that the best prediction will be made known on that particular day. Or rather, away from that, taking a look at another story popping up here for me. A story regarding competition for all I know. Nottingham Forest table 25 billion bid for Manchester City fullback. Do you think this particular deal could actually surface, knowing fully well that one of the particular best right back when it comes to the English Premier League is this particular Ola Aina? And there's other things that I wanted to know today. Let's quickly go run through those particular one. I keep some images for you that I want to share with you today regarding updates on football today. It is a very, very today is actually a very, very interesting edition for us to actually stick together and also and learn a lot from. It is actually very, very essential to make it known that the nominee for the Ballon d'Or is actually out, and we have a lot of players flooded this particular league. Okay, I'll take it one after the other regarding the league. We start from La Liga. We see the likes of players that were able to make it in the La Liga. Kylian Mbappe, Jude Bellingham, Pedri, Gonzalez, Robert Lewandowski, Rafinha, and also Vinicius Jr. alongside Lamine Lamar. Also, Lamine Lamar makes that particular list for the La Liga. And for the players from French League, all of them came from Paris Saint-Germain. Kvaratskhelia was there. Ousmane Dembele was there. Kylian Donnarumma was there. Vesardo was there. Achraf Hakimi was there. Nuno Mendes was there. Fabian Ruiz was there. Vitna was there. Joao Neves also was there. For the Premier League side, we see Ellen Brut from Manchester City. Victor Gyökeres from Arsenal, and also Alexa Makalista from Liverpool, Kopama from Chelsea, Declan Rice from Arsenal, Virgin van Dijk from Liverpool, Mohamed Salah from Liverpool, Fern Wheat also from Liverpool. Don't forget that it was due to the what? Due to the prospect he had at Bayer Leverkusen that made him made that particular list. Another one for the Bundesliga. We see the likes of Cyril Guirassy. We see the likes of Mikel Olise from Bayern Munich. The likes of Harry Kane from Bayern Munich also. And for Syria, we see the likes of Denzel Dumfries, Lautaro Martinez, Scott McTominay for the Ballon d'Or list. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go take a look at some other things that I need to make you understand. Today on the show for the rags and fat that I have for you today, it has been a very, very remarkable season for Luis Enrique at Paris Saint-Germain. He's actually doing pretty well, doing a very great job with the French league club side. Fantastic one for them. Okay, another one for you to know today. The list of coaches that have been able to do pretty well with Paris Saint-Germain. We just wanted to have a look at some things for you to know, and we express that together. Before I go there, let me confirm that medical has been done for the likes of Franco Mastertuno. It's actually very essential for you to know that this particular player, his medical has been done and sealed for that particular team. Let's see the prospect he will be having for this particular game. Hopefully, if he will be able to do what he needed to be done. But as it stands, it has been done. Another one for you is Ryan Cherki becomes the Manchester City new number 10 after Jack Grealish has left the club. Another one is Chelsea. I've decided to share club's World Cup deal for about bonuses to Diego Jota and also his brother to to make to help the family for that particular loss. Another one is Frank. Okay, for me, I see another one popping up here for the new for the transfer stories. The newly signed player of Real Madrid will be a very fantastic one to watch. This particular talent will be clocking 18 years of age. So you could see that he's actually a very good prospect that I think Real Madrid will definitely be seeing huge talent on this particular. Once again, soliciting with all the backroom staffs of shooting stars before the loss of the assistant coach. We are all soliciting from the studio of Kiraa Sport TV that may the Lord actually will console them for this great loss that has actually happened to the shooting star of Ibadan. And having said that, there was actually a particular game that shooting star lost yesterday. Yeah, that was the game between Rivers and also their particular team. They lost 3-1 for the just more or less like a pre-season game to actually to make sure they keep everything running for the new season. That's actually that is just a few days away from here. Before we leave, let's go take a look at some transfer stories and also some other news stories that I have for you that are popping up here. And we also wrap things up. Competition, like I said earlier on for Olaino. As it stands, there have been a few changes in the squad over the summer. The Reds have actually tied Morgan Gibbs, White, and also Liner to new deals. They've also sold Antonio Langa to Newcastle United and have brought in that Ndoye, Igo Jesus, and also Gia Acuna as they look to build strength in depth ahead of what it could be a very long season. But Nuno Esperanto sides are not done yet when it comes to signing. As part of the report I have on my table, Nathan Fraser, are the admirers of Max City youngster, the likes of Rico Lewis, and also have submitted a bid worth around $25 million, including $4.3 million in performance-related add-ons, which has been rejected. For the 20-year-old already have 5 caps for the England and can actually play midfield. And as a fullback, also Lewis is also in contract talks to Pep Guardiola's side over a new deal. We never can tell how this particular deal will be surfacing. Let's us hope maybe or maybe not. It might be it might be turning out in favor of Nottingham Forest, because as they sell, I think they are trying all possible best to make sure they also buy new players to make sure they strengthen this particular squad in order to have a very lucrative and formidable squad ahead of this particular season. That's actually also that is here already. Rather, another one that I need you to know for the news stories across. For the local news story, Kaduna begins reconstruction of Ahmed Bello Stadium. I need to make you understand that particular fantastic development from there. Yeah. The Kaduna State government has begun the long-awaited full-scale renovation of the Ahmed Bello Stadium in Kaduna, promising to transform the long stadium 61-year-old facility into a world-class sports complex capable of hosting both continental and also international tournaments. Yeah, the move followed the former transfer of the ownership of the stadium from the federal government to the state after years of agitation by successful administration in Kaduna. It's actually a very fantastic one, and that's a very good one to celebrate. Okay, Palace made contact for Onyeka. let me make you understand that Crystal Palace have made contacts with Brentford, regardless of potential deal to sign Nigerian midfielder Frank Oyeka. According to report I have on my table, the Eagles have identified the 27-year-old as one of their priority target for the summer transfer window, and also win up a $12 million to actually to make sure they're bringing him in for his service. Oyeka has actually impressed during his loan spell in Germany. He has started 25 of 26 Bundesliga appearances this particular season, also establishing himself as a key figure in Augsburg defensive structure. Tackling tactics plays him in the top 10 for tackles won in the German top flight league for that particular. Finally, before we leave the studio today, let me confirm to you that the NCAA final, my biggest athlete missed. That's coming from Ajayi for the local story. Let me confirm to you this one coming from Ajayi. That is the Nigerian sprinter and also former men's 100-meter national champion. Koinsola Ajayi has actually described his fourth place finish at the year's NCAA Outdoor Championship as the biggest disappointment of his budding athlete's career. Ajayi finished fourth in Oregon with a time of 10.13 seconds after producing the fastest time in the semis. Ajayi has actually commanded attention after a blistering semi-final performance where he ran a new personal best of 9.92 seconds, the fastest time of the round, breaking the likes of Ubrom's school record and becoming the joint fourth fastest Nigerian ever to over that particular distance, alongside Sheun Ogunkoya and also Udodi Onworuke. The 20-year-old has since recovered from the miss, but he reflected on the miss during what he trained a corresponding chat with a correspondent media for you this particular morning. Rather, ladies and gentlemen, we need to wrap things up on this edition of Sports Re on Kiraa Sport TV. Till we come your way again, have yourself a fantastic weekend, because it's weekend already. And you can't afford to actually miss all the enjoyment that weekends are for you. My name is Ebidapo Miracle Oluwadam. This program is proudly produced by Engineer FM. I don't want to say that. I would have actually said that, but we just need to do it in the studio. For you, have for yourself a fantastic day. For me, I'm out of the studio.